Welcome to Tech Blueprint, a window that lets you know the latest technology news in the world. As we all know, the emergence of Huawei's Kirin chip is like a sharp blade that pierces Qualcomm's heart, making it feel the threat from Chinese companies for the first time in the field of mobile phone chips. With the support of Kirin chips, Huawei's mobile phones have also risen rapidly, once suffocating Apple. When Huawei took the lead in announcing 5G, it climbed to the peak. At that time, even communication giants such as Qualcomm, Ericsson and Nokia had not launched commercial 5G technology. It can be said that Huawei's 5G has completely broken the monopoly of the United States in the communication industry. Huawei 5G was framed and excluded by the United States, but Germany supported Huawei. You must know that in the previous 2G to 4G era, the American company Qualcomm held a large number of basic communication patents, and even dominated the formulation of communication standards, with absolute voice. After the advent of the smartphone era, as long as Qualcomm's communication patents are used, expensive patent licensing fees must be paid to it. Qualcomm can make tens of billions of net profits every year just by collecting patent licensing fees, which is simply lying down to make money. But with the emergence of Huawei 5G, Qualcomm's dominant position in the communications industry has been completely shaken, and the global communications landscape will also usher in a reshuffle. However, a big tree attracts the wind. The strong rise of Huawei's 5G not only touches the core interests of American companies, but also threatens the United States' technological hegemony. Therefore, in order to restrict Huawei's development, the United States has launched comprehensive sanctions against Huawei since 2019. It first used the Entity List and chip rules to block the Kirin chip, and then concocted the 5G security backdoor incident to incite and win over allies to exclude Huawei 5G. For example, the United Kingdom, Italy and France have previously announced a ban on the use of Huawei 5G equipment in the country, and even the United Kingdom has invested heavily in preparing to dismantle Huawei equipment. Although Germany has always supported Huawei, it also stated that after testing by authoritative agencies, Huawei's 5G equipment does not have a security backdoor, and is the safest and most advanced technology in the world. Not only that, Germany has repeatedly made promises to allow Huawei, ZTE and others to participate in the construction of 5G networks in China. It can be said that it did not succumb to the instigation of the United States and went with the flow, but instead achieved sobriety. It is precisely because of this that Huawei has increased its investment in the German market in recent years. According to the database disclosed by the media, Huawei's 5G share in Germany has reached 59%, which has not only created 28,000 jobs locally, but also brought nearly €23.57 of economic growth. It can be said that Sino-German trade relations have also been further strengthened. Germany suddenly turned its face and announced the full suspension and removal of Huawei's 5G equipment. However, what people never expected was that they thought they could leverage the European market through the German market. But facing Scholz's appointment of people, Germany's attitude towards Huawei and ZTE this year also took a 180-degree turn. Just after the 10-nation alliance, led by the United States, jointly issued a 6G principle statement, Germany suddenly announced a major decision some time ago, that is, on the grounds of security risks and cost savings. It plans to suspend and dismantle Huawei and ZTE's 5G equipment before 2026, and also to safely clear the network of Chinese companies' communication equipment before 2029. In fact, I personally think there are two reasons why Germany suddenly turned against China. One is that it wants to get rid of its dependence on 5G equipment from Chinese companies such as Huawei. And the other is that under the pressure of the 10-nation alliance, in order to participate in the formulation and application of 6G communication standards in the future, it has to choose to take action against Huawei and ZTE. But judging from the current trend, China's 5G has firmly ranked first in the world, and even its research results in the 6G field are in an international leading position. So what Germany never dreamed of was that before it officially began to dismantle Huawei equipment, the reversal came so quickly. According to foreign media reports, at the performance conference in the first half of this year, the CEO of Deutsche Telekom made a statement, saying that the cost and process of dismantling Huawei and ZTE's 5G equipment would be fully dismantled and cleared. Not only is it very difficult, but it will also have a huge impact on the development of Germany's local communications industry. Even Germany's largest telecommunications company, DT, has repeatedly emphasized that disabling Huawei's 5G is definitely not a wise choice. They all express support for continued cooperation with Huawei, ZTE, etc. It can be seen that even if Germany finally decides to remove Huawei equipment, it will be protested by local operators. Didn't the UK also announce that it would remove Huawei equipment before? Why not remove it now? In fact, Huawei has already ranked first in the world in terms of the number of core patents, the number of base stations, reliability, and market share. Therefore, it is Germany that cannot do without Huawei, not Huawei that cannot do without Germany. Germany should understand this. In addition to 5G, Germany also relies on China in clean energy industry and new energy vehicles. It can be said that China has already stuck its neck in many fields. So I hope Germany can recognize the situation as soon as possible and turn back in time, otherwise it will not only bear the consequences of shooting itself in the foot, but also pay a heavier price. Please like if you agree.